reviewing the tube. So on this video, we're going to be installing the clutch and flywheel. Hope you enjoy. What you need on this car, you need like these 12 points. If you don't have 12 points, you're not going to be able to get these off. You can't use regular hex sockets to get these off. You have to have the little 12 points. Not star, don't get it twisted from the stars, but the extra 12 point. Alright, so it's a couple ways you could do this. Either you can have somebody hold the crank on the other end if you got help, or you can put something like a I think you might be able to put a socket over there to hold it, or you can wedge it somehow like how I'm doing to break them, or you can use an impact. So, but this will be the way if you don't have an impact though, because not everybody got an impact, but these jokers on here.
Long way.
On my new one, I ended up getting new hardware. But you know what's crazy? I ended up buying some hardware because I didn't know that the new clutch set was gonna come with new hardware. So I got extra hardware. Oof. Alright, I'm gonna pull this joke off right here. Oh yeah. And oh yeah, it's worn. Oh yeah, this joker is worn down to the metal thingies. These little metal ooh, this thing look, this thing making a lot of rattling noise. Oh, that's just the springs. All right, y'all, but that's the old one. I mean, this when this car got hot, when it got on operating temps, man, this thing did not want to go and order some flywheel bolts. Now the clutch kit didn't come with the flywheel bolts, but I ordered some new ones anyway, so I'm gonna replace these with the new ones. So the same thing on this end. And what I might end up having to do though is I might have to put a pry bar on the other side to hold it, because these things got more torque behind them. All right, so let me show y'all right quick. So what I did was I got a 19 mil and I just put some. Now I could have used the wrench as well, and the wrench would have wedged up against the frame, but since I got this extremely long pry bar or pull handle, I used that. And it's actually wedged up against the floor. So now I'm just gonna demonstrate me breaking one of these jokers, if I can get me some good leverage on it. Y'all can't see it now either. I gotta get in a position to where ooh, there's one. And when you break them, just break them, you know, cross. I mean, I think that when you put them back on too, check the manual, and it's gonna show you the way to tighten them back down. All right, guys, so I'm gonna get ready to pull this pilot bearing out here. I had to go to my local hardware store to get me a pilot bearing tool if you don't already have one on hand. The part number to the pilot bearing puller is 57059. And it's a little guy. It looks like this right here, like little legs. So what you do here is you actually screw the slide hammer on the other end, so you're gonna need a separate part for that. And yeah, I end up getting this one and leaving the other part, forgetting that I needed it. But I have the part number here, if you can see it. It's 57033. So this big beefy guy right here.
What I'm gonna do? So you got these little hooks on there, and when you loosen the hooks, they go in, but when you tighten it, you see they kind of separate.
All right, yay, voiceover time. So I had a couple failed attempts, not actually tightening the pilot bearing tool down tight enough inside of the pilot bearing. So I ended up having to use a 24mm socket before I put the slide hammer on. I tightened it down. not too tight, but I tightened it down enough to where it was going to grip it really good, the pilot bearing on the inside. And then I screwed my slide hammer back on, and that's when I was able to get it out. So yeah, when it came out it broke, but that's all right because you're going to replace it anyway. So yeah, I hope that helped. Let's continue. All right, I accidentally filmed me pulling that thing out. It was a pain, so it almost actually came out on the other end again. All right, so this is everything here. I got the pressure plate, flywheel. Here's my bearing, pilot bearing. I got my throwout bearing here in the bag. Throwout bearing here. All right, and here's the clutch. All right, so here's a helpful tip. Make sure you guys clean your flywheel with brake cleaner before installing it, and even when you install it, just clean it again. Let me go ahead and slap this pilot bearing up in there too right quick. I done already kind of cleaned up in. Yeah, you want this to be, now you want this to go in dry. Just go ahead and put it in dry. Grab my little rubber mallet here. I'm kind of going lightly, so y'all can see this. So y'all can kind of lightly start tapping on it. I went and got a socket because I didn't want the pilot bearing to start separating. So get this like literally as even. I'm trying to get this dang camera. Y'all can see that. Try to get this as even as I can. And just kind of give it some taps. I might have to get my other hammer, but once I get it, see it's seated in there good now. I'm gonna go ahead and start hitting on it like this. There we go, it's in there. It's flushed in there. That's all you need. It's even. That's key. It has to be even. Yeah, I know. Hey, dang, dude, stop beating on me. All right, y'all. I got that on. Now I'm gonna go ahead and bolt up this flywheel here. All right, so here's the. I'm gonna go ahead and just in case y'all stuff don't come with hardware as well. If you wanted to rebuy, or you can always reuse your bolts too. This is the pressure plate. The flywheel bolts. And the part number of these jokers is right here. And this one here is the ones that go on the pressure plate. And they're the smaller ones. And here's the part number right here. So I already got my bolts and everything right here by me. I'm gonna go ahead and just put one in. And like it is staying on top of the crank once you kind of get it lined up. Like that right there. You just gotta line the bolt holes up. Once you get those lined up, you good. Definitely apply some red Loctite to your flywheel bolts. And on this here crank, the manual says 91 feet-pounds. I think for the 5-speed, which I think could be the smaller engine, I think it requires like 76 foot-pound of torque, but this was 91. All right, so I'm gonna get all this. I'm gonna put me a little Loctite on these jokers. I'm gonna start it up, and then I'm gonna cut y'all right now. Is it 90? I think it said 90 or 91. I mean 91 or 96. I'm gonna check it anyway.
Pattern is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So there you go. Alright.
Alright, there's one. There's number 2. I'm gonna tighten all these down and then I'll come back. So So now I have everything, I got everything torqued down in that pattern, but I want to go around and just double check. Make sure that I have everything torqued to spec. This is 91 foot-pounds it is. Kind of spray it down. I'm missing all the action because of my camera usage. There we go. Oh, by the way, what I did earlier as well was if it's entirely too tight, put just like, because this thing was super tight, so I used just a hair grease, really small little bit, ran it around, and then I put it in first and then pulled it out. It just makes life so much easier. All right, there we go. So I'm just kind of spray a little bit down here on this end. Clean off that, whatever all base stuff is, and then I give it another blast. All right. Now there are dowel pins sticking out of the flywheel, but I'm just gonna get this started. This is all my new hardware. I know it ain't that one. Okay, there we go. There. Yeah, I just had to kind of deal with it a little bit. What I could have done when it was off on the ground, I'm thinking about this stuff now, but I could have lined everything up and then put like a mark. It would have been a lot easier. So, okay, anyway, I'm gonna drop some Loctite on these as well. All right, so I'm gonna just go ahead and tighten these. Well, I'm gonna show y'all a pattern too. Like I said, I googled it, the same thing. This is the pressure plate one.
You're gonna have 1, 2. You have 3. You have 4. You gotta come over here to 5. And then you're gonna have 6.
When I push this down, I done already pretty much tightened them, well, snug them all down. Don't even get close to tightening. Snug them all down. You're gonna have to keep crisscross, going back and crisscrossing, going with that recommended pattern, until you get it to where you can't really tighten it no more. Well, got it all together, got everything torqued down. Look, I really appreciate you guys tuning in. I really hope this video helped. I have much more content to put out, but a little bit at a time. I'm just do what I can, and I hope you guys are doing the same. Just enjoying your builds. Do enjoy the build. Do like and comment, guys, and just let me know if you want me to do something specific. Appreciate y'all. I'm out.